And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, we all know Ja Morant's a high flyer. He says, my dad was pretty athletic when he played, so I can say some of it comes from him. Jumping on tires and the other drills, they just allowed my legs to get stronger. It's enabled me.
He is a high flyer indeed. David, thank you.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Big Dog. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Durant. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Young in at point guard. Big Dog, no good. And here are the Nets. Payne finds Vanderbilt. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
5 to shoot. Here's Young. Rebounded by the Nets. Morant outside. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Gobert down low. Shoots over Durant. Basket good.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Young. Up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
For Washington, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young passes to Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
And Edwards drops them both.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Here's Easy Breezy. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now, here is Young.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Here's Easy Breezy, covered by Wiggins. Here's Easy Breezy, and it's good off the back rim and in. Easy Breezy's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Gobert. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Easy Breezy passes to Vanderbilt. Gobert down low. Edwards defending. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Morant.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
From the high post. Not going to go that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Nets. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Baines, and he jams it with authority.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now, here is Young, a dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Pass to Big Dog. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Bane passes to Easy Breezy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And out the line, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And some organizations, RJ, unfortunately no, they'll have to make big changes in the offseason. So with that being said, what's it like for players on those teams at this stage of the season?
For a lot of people, there's an understanding that this is now a job. You're not out here playing for fun. You're out here proving your value to other teams, to other coaches. And don't forget, the coaches, sometimes they're the first ones to go. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone. Another spectacular show from the Brooklyn Nets.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 8-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Payne with the bucket.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Big Dog. 23 points his last outing. Wiggins kicks to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. From the arc, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Nets leading by 11. Here's Vanderbilt. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Washington shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slammed up by Gobert.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Now, here is Young. 32 points for him last game against Orlando. Edwards with it. Now defended by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morant passes to Vanderbilt. Here's Gobert. And the pass to Bing. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. Look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted early.
This is it to Gobert. Morant against Young. Vanderbilt a screen on Young. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Anyone want to see Jay? Say what? I said anyone want to see Jay? Oh yeah, I see you. Let's go.
For the Nets, Dwight Powell's checked in for Gobert. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Vanderbilt. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Collins checked in for Big Dog. Terrence Davis comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Hampton's checked in for Edwards. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Trae Young. Here's Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. To the paint. Here's Durant. And he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Really left alone that time. Easy breezy. He's got 11.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hampton dishes to Davis. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Collins. Brooklyn with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks. Jackson
against Morant. Collins, a screen on Morant. It's Jackson with the drive. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Powell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A three-pointer is right on target.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Collins passes to Duren. Powell with the steal. Here's Easy Breezy. He's guarded by Collins. Easy Breezy, that's good.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Hampton kicks to Jackson. Floats one up. That's tipped. Jackson against Morant. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Collins comes over with the double team. And that one's good. Morant.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, Davis. Pass to Duren. The feed now to Collins. No good, unable to end this run.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Powell, the pass to Morant. To the inside. And the dunk by Powell.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this.
Please give a big round of applause for your next.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets. Brooklyn's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Taking a look at the Wizards. Anthony Edwards out there with Hampton. Then there's Big Dog. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Collins in a power forward position. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
Gobert, the pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Easy breezy, no good. The Wizards shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Pass to Big Dog. That one drops for him. Big Dog's got 8 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. Right at the free throw line. Easy breezy, that's good. 17 points in the game.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Morant's with the bucket.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Edwards against Bogdanovich. Collins a screen on Bogdanovich. And Edwards with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Easy breezy. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Easy breezy's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's Big Dog with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
And Brooklyn making a change in. Barnes is checked in. Young's checked in for the Wizards. And so Gobert will bring it up for Brooklyn. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The pass to Barnes. He kicks to Morant. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Morant. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Edwards looking it over. Collins, a screen on Bogdanovich. Edwards can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gobert with a screen for Morant from 11 feet away. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Edwards against Bogdanovich. Edwards passes to Big Dog. Kicks it to Young. Fires the three. Drops in the tray. He's got 5.
A high-usage player for a reason. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Outside Bogdanovich. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Edwards. 9 points in the game so far. Bobbed up there for Collins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Got a piece of it. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Young. It's blocked.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. Like, for instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Here's Edwards. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Pass to Beverly. Now Bane. He had 13 points in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the Nets miss again. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Vanderbilt with the block. Here's Big Dog, and at last they get one to fall.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Outside, Bane. Olynyk sets a screen for Bane. Yep, that one goes. Bane's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Down low. Rebound by Olynyk.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Young against Beverly, and a wide open look for Payne. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 13 points in the game.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
To the middle, here's Duren. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beverly finds Barnes. Over to the left wing. Here's Vanderbilt. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, team second.
For Brooklyn, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6.
Vanderbilt. And out the line, shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Easy breezes checked in for the Nets. And then for Washington, Davis is checked in for Wiggins. And it's Jackson in for Edwards.
I don't even think he had one free throw before halftime, but he's making up for it here in the second.
Jackson looking around. On the wing, Davis. And again, Washington with the triple.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Going inside. And it's Beverly missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Washington. They host the 76ers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. To Big Dog. Here's Young. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
There's the pass to Easy Breezy. There's 1:17 left in the first half.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Outside Jackson. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 5 now.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
Here's Easy Breezy. He's guarded by Davis. Olynyk sets a screen for Payne. No good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Big Dog, the pass to Young. Ring shot on the way. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Payne for 3. Duren pulls it in. Washington's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Young against Beverly. The 11-footer, and Washington again with the bucket.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's...
Great battle between these two. They take a lot of pride in how they approach the game, and it seems like they're playing with extra enthusiasm.
And now, looking back on that first half, things were really... And that concludes halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Easy Breezy has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Ja Morant, he's out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Jarred Vanderbilt. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Easy Breezy in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Morant with the bucket.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Wiggins outside. Now, here's Durham. Defense is right there. Here's Big Dog.
Brooklyn foul. Rudy Gobert. First personal foul.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
At the line for the away team, number 37. At the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Brooklyn with the ball. Morant with it. Outside, Bane. Gobert trying to get open. And the Nets, another three.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Young against Morant. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Wiggins outside, puts up a 3, and again, Washington with the triple.
3.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass to the paint. Now, here's Durant. Vanderbilt defending, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. The offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Here's Easy Breezy, covered by Wiggins. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Bane. Just 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Edwards against Bane. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Bane passes to Vanderbilt. Washington with the rebound. Durant's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Passes it to Edwards. No good on the 3. And so Morant will bring it up for Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Good on the bucket.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Young outside. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Wiggins has got 6 in the quarter.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Pass to Easy Breezy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Outside Edwards. Young pass to Big Dog. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bane with the screen on Young. Morant. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Young. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn. First one falls for him. Some changes for Brooklyn. Dwight Powell's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Barnes comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Bogdanovich in for Bane. Then for the Wizards, Collins comes in for Big Dog. And it's Hampton for Trae Young. And Edwards drops them both. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Morant passes to Bogdanovich. The pass to Powell. Out to Morant. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Washington has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Well, a key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well.
Easy breezy, and the Nets another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bogdanovich against Edwards. Poked away. Barnes against Collins. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. In a brief look, while we have the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBA. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. And you look at Duren, a great player, second in the league.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
And this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
First free throw is good. Olynyk, he's checked in for Easy Breezy. Terrence Davis, he's checked in for the Wizards. Reggie Jackson comes in for Edwards. And so he makes both from the line. Washington's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Collins looking around. Hampton kicks to Collins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Terrence Davis. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Davis. And both free throws good for Davis.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. Passes it to Powell. Morant outside. The long distance three is buried. Morant's got 22 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside, Davis from deep three-point range, nailed from three-point land.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Morant kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Morant. The three. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. He's got 25.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Jackson. Collins a screen on Morant. Jackson misses.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Morant drives in. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Hampton dishes to Jackson. Wiggins outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Wiggins sets a screen for Jackson. Off target with his three.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Jackson against Morant. Over Jackson. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wizards have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point going 7 of 14. Outside Jackson. Back to Wiggins. Got a hand on it. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Hampton. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Barnes.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Jackson finds Wiggins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one on Olynyk.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
The Wizards have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. And both free throws good for Wiggins. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hampton over Bogdanovich. Hampton misses. And so Powell will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The pass to Beverly. Outside Bogdanovich. Olynyk finds Barnes. Powell with it. Over Hampton. Powell. That's good. Powell's got 4 this quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
No good. Shot missing. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Brooklyn. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Mills. Gallinari is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Davis in at the 3, the small forward.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Barton passes to Powell. Here's Beverly. And he converts the layup. Beverly's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nets.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
To the right side. And here's Mills for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Barnes passes to Barton. Richard, it sure seems like the play-in tournament is here to stay. Were you skeptical when it was first suggested?
No, I actually like it. Now, my opinion is that it shouldn't be 7 and 8. I think teams should just play for 8. I think that is so difficult to take those 2 spots in 7. There's a lot of really good teams that can be in that 7. So I think just play for 8, and I think it makes the rest of the league in that bottom area have something to fight for, which is positive for young teams.
Not playing for 2 spots, but just playing for the 1 spot.
Just playing for the 1 spot. That 7 spot, you can have a really good team there that just struggled a little bit.
We could indeed. Good point. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Gallinari a screen on Barnes. And it's Davis missing. The net shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Barnes can't get it to go. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Barton against Jackson. Barton kicks to Beverly. Passes it to Olynyk. Jacks up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Olynyk's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
The lob to Gallinari, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. It's Barton with the drive, and the shot is good. Barton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got in just enough room to get that shot off.
Drummond with a screen on Barton. There's Jackson with the 3. They get the rebound, and Drummond is right there.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Powell trying to free himself up. Barnes can't get it to go. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Now here's Mills, defended by Beverly. And Mills kicks to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Patty Mills with the 3.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Pass to Beverly. There's the triple. Buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Gallinari with the screen for Jackson. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. From outside, off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's Barton on the wing. Fades. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Mills. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Powell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
The Wizards with another miss. Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Powell sets a screen for Barton. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Drummond dishes to Jackson. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so Powell will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. He kicks it to Barton. And the pass to Olynyk. Dishes it to Powell. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the
shooting for the away team. Danilo Gallinari, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
The Nets making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Big Dog, he's checked in for the Wizards. Collins comes in for Patty Mills. Gallinari hits them both. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And that one is good. 14 points for Big Dog.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, Jackson passes to Big Dog. Stolen by Beverly. Now here's Powell. Guarded closely. Pass to Beverly. As you go back and look at the last few seasons, RJ, it seems like team success has largely been predicated on health. Do you feel like that has always been the case?
I don't remember there being as many injuries early in my career, even with guys that were playing all 82 games. But you're right. Recently, we've seen a lot of key injuries. And look, this is my theory. Before, players used to get away from the game a little bit, take a couple of months off. Now players are staying in shape 24/7, like they never take a break. And I think that's why we might be seeing players break down a little bit more.
Yes or no answer. Too many games at 82 in the regular season should be less than.
Don't you ever ask me that question. Give me 82. I'd rather you bump it to 83 just to remove all doubt.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Washington making some changes. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Bogdanovich. It's deflected. Now here's Wiggins. It's Young on the wing, defended by Beverly.
Fourth quarter.
Here's Big Dog. Kept alive. A nice shot by Young.
And how about Young being active and getting after it on the glass? This type of play demonstrates leadership.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. Sinks the triple. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Brooklyn.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought the all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Barnes passes to Beverly. And Bogdanovich takes Olynyk. And it's Beverly missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Collins, a screen on Beverly. That one drops for him. And so Beverly will bring it up for Brooklyn. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.